Perfect. 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 The Philadelphia 76ers absolutely blow the brakes off of the Wizards once again here in Game 3 by a final score of 132-103. The Sixers now take a 3-0 lead in the series, and it is absolutely over. Joel Embiid is a maniac to the game of basketball, and shout out to the loser crew that said this was going 7 games. 7 games! It is over. Bring out the brooms, baby. What is going on, everybody? RB here. Welcome back to Philly Take with RB. You know what to do. Smash the like, hit the subscribe, and hit that little notification bell. That way you're always notified when I upload or go live. Oh my gosh, man, there is so many levels between where the Sixers are at talent-wise and the Washington Wizards are talent-wise. There's almost not even anything to talk about in this first round series because it is absolutely over. I picked this in 5 games before the series started, and I was wrong. It is going 4. I'm almost certain that the Sixers will complete their first sweep since 1985 on Monday night. I'm actually going to start with the Wizards on this. They are absolutely depleted, degraded. If you looked at Bradley Beal or Russell Westbrook's face last night in the third quarter and the fourth, they don't even have the energy anymore. They don't even have the passion. I truly feel bad for Bradley Beal. I truly do. 25 points last night, 33 apiece in the first 2, 10 for 26. Didn't have his best game last night, and I thought the Wizards would come out hungry in Game 3, and I thought they may steal one, and that would be their chance this series. But my gosh, Bradley Beal was doing what he could, and I feel like at some point he kind of you could just see everything deflate in Bradley Beal, and I know he's been someone to talk about wanting to stay in DC. I don't know how you can want to stay in DC after this. It is so bad at this point. Russell Westbrook, 26 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists, Mr. Triple-Double, right? And this is why everybody wants to pump their chest out about Russell Westbrook's triple-double, and I'm not going to take anything away from him being individually great, but what have I said? It does not translate to wins. It really does not. He can have all the triple doubles he wants. Obviously, they don't have enough talent around him, but it just doesn't work in today's game. He doesn't really shoot the ball that well. He had a couple nice jump shots last night, but it's just nothing, man. They have nothing outside of those two. Davis Bertans might be the most overrated and overpaid player in the entire NBA. That's the conclusion I'm coming to. He got the start last night over Raul Neto, acting like that is going to change anything, right? What did Scott Brooks say before Game 1? We all put our socks on this. I don't know what the hell he said, but 2 for 6 for Bertans with 8 points. They just have nothing. Hachimura, Len, they all stink. They all stink. I feel bad for Bradley Beal. Once again, the Sixers, and here's the difference in the series. Number one, I loved how the Sixers came out of this game with energy. Again, I feel all 3 games, and this kind of got lost in the last couple weeks of the season. People thought the Sixers were playing lazy, right? You had losers even on this platform talking about, oh, Doc Rivers is a lazy coach and this and that. No, we were coasting the last couple weeks of the season, but if you've seen the pristine focus of this team, coming right out of the gate in all 3 games of this series, you know this team is legit, man. They've played a great brand of basketball all year, continue to stress that, and they have a chance against anyone. Did you see the way they've come out and they just go instantly on a run, knocking down shots, being aggressive, getting to their spots? There's just I know it's the Wizards. There's a really huge talent difference, but the Sixers seem to be very much locked in, and that's my favorite thing about this, man. We're not playing with our food. We're not playing with it. We're not giving them chances. Game 1, we were a bit rusty, and they had a chance there to compete with us. But once we shook the rust off, man, it hasn't even been close the rest of the series, man, because we are locked in, and you can see Joel is locked in, and Ben and Tobias, we'll talk about them, but we're just handling our business, man, and that's the best thing. But the two things, one, like I said, is the focus. We come out, we're on a run, and, you know, the Wizards come back a little bit, but in the third and the fourth quarter, I mean, this is now 2 games in a row where we've had the cleanup crew, which I call them, Paul Reed, Isaiah Joe, come in and finish the job. It's crazy. It really is. The focus has been there, and that's what we will need to continue with throughout the playoffs. The other thing is, man, look at this. 51.5% from long range last night for the Sixers. 51.5%. We shot almost 60% from the field. Meanwhile, the Wizards shot 22% from three-point range and just under 40% from the field. There's the difference right there. We have guys that can knock down shots. They've continued to knock them down. Over the last 2 games, it's been absolutely sensational. The Wizards just don't. They just don't. Bertans stinks. Those are the 2 differences in the series right there. We can go through it. There's almost not a lot to talk about because of how, you know, this is baby food for the Sixers. It really is. But Joel Embiid, man, my gosh, recording a playoff career high, 36 points, 14 for 18 from the field, 3 for 4 from long range, 5 for 7 from the line, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, 1. I mean, it's just ridiculous what this man Joel Embiid can do. It is absolutely ridiculous. The turns, the shimmies, the fades, the jabs. I mean, it's just sensational. And my gosh, the play of the night. First, he tries to go and slams it and tries to go and slam it down. He almost ends Hachimura's life, but he gives him a little push. The fans in DC, first off, the fans, and Joel alluded to this after the game, it felt like a home game. There were a lot of Sixers fans there, but the DC fans had the audacity to boo Joel Embiid, and what did he do? He embraced it, and that tells me, again, I've been saying it all year, when you have a player like Joel Embiid on your team, you have a chance to beat anyone because this man takes it to heart. He is a cold-blooded killer when it comes to the basketball court, and he's just playing with all this motivation deep down, and you can just see it. He is hungry. He is hungry. What does he do? He comes right back out a couple possessions later, and he goes to the rack off the dribble and slams it down. He's listening for the crowd. He's up in everybody. Where the hell are the boos? He literally said, I feed off the boos when we play on the road. It is just too beautiful, man. Joel Embiid, God, I'm telling you, this is a first-round series. The Sixers are going to sweep it, but do not take this for granted. What we are seeing out of a modern-day center, he is changing the game. He's transitioning what we are going to be looking for in centers. And I said this last night on the stream. Shout out to everybody that was there. One day we're going to be looking back and saying Embiid-esque. Some of the things he does, Embiid-esque. It is just purely beautiful. Playoff career high. It's way too easy for Joel Embiid. Ben Simmons, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, and a steal. And once again, 7 for 10 from the field, 10 shot attempts. Thank you, Ben Simmons. This is the Ben we've been waiting for, the Ben we know. I can't say anything else about it. The only mark I have on Ben Simmons, once again, 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Cannot happen. We're going to have to hit our free throws even better as a team as well. But to go 0 for 6 in game 1, he didn't go to the line in game 2, and he went 0 for 3 last night. He has to be better from the line. It's going to cost us if he does not. There was a stretch this season where he was good, and he has to get back to that form or at least half decent because, you know, we can't have him in late in games if they're going to foul him like that. He has to be able to knock down free throws. But other than that, the aggressiveness, the mindset, this is, I'm telling you, if we get the Ben Simmons without a jump shot version, this is the best version of Ben Simmons without a jump shot. And this is the version of Ben Simmons without a jump shot that will take us to the finals. Because when Ben and Joel and Toby are playing like this, it's hard to stop the Philadelphia 76ers because they are solid on both ends of the ball. Ben Simmons continuing to take advantage of the mismatches. This is a good series, like I said in the preview video, for him to come out and establish that confidence and that mental trigger to just keep attacking. And that's what he's done. He's been great setting up shots, setting up three-point looks. Ben Simmons has been really, really good this series. And especially the last 2 games, I've loved the mentality from Ben Simmons on both sides of the ball. Keep it up, Ben. Keep it up. This is what we love, man. Tobias Harris, 20 points, 8 for 14 from the field, 13 rebounds. 13 rebounds from Tobias Harris, which is my favorite stat line from him. 5 assists. The dude continues to play hungry. He has showed throughout this series that it is not a fluke what we've seen this season. He is a new and changed Tobias Harris. He's a new transcendent Tobias Harris. He has left the old version of Tobias under Brett Brown. And that's another thing I wanted to bring up under Ben Simmons. So don't you just see, and people want to say coaching doesn't matter. Don't you see, for example, how Ben is being used off the ball, similar to Giannis in Milwaukee, right? Ben's being used as a cutter, as a screener, as a backdoor roller. Ben Simmons is finding different spots on the floor. Under Brett Brown in the past, Ben Simmons obviously couldn't shoot, and he still can't, but Brett would just leave him out on an island. He would leave Tobias out on an island. Don't you see the off-ball motions, that just the things that get guys open? It looks so much better, and it's been polished all year, and that's really helped our team, and that's helped guys like Ben and Tobias get going. Tobias with another solid 20 game, and that's exactly what we need. And this game, our shooters finally stepped up. They haven't had to be great this series, but Danny Green last night rattling off threes. He goes 5 for 9 from deep with 15 points. When Danny is hitting and Curry is hitting, this is what happens. 130 points in a playoff game. It looked like a wreck game in the fourth quarter. Seth Curry, 15 points, 6 for 11 from the field, 3 for 6 from deep. When Seth and Danny are hitting and these guys are aggressive, we have a potent offense. I'm telling you, man, this offense was absolutely beautiful. This was the most polished product we saw last night, and there's just nothing else you could say. It was just absolutely beautiful. Out rebounding the Wizards, out assisting them by so many, and the Sixers just have it down. They have the formula to win, and this is the brand of basketball that we need. In terms of the bench, Tyrese Maxey had an okay game, 4 points. Matisse Thybulle apparently got injured. I hope he's okay. I didn't really hear a lot about it. I guess I kind of missed that, but Thybulle again had a little decent game. These guys didn't even have to be great. Shake Milton was the only one that stood out to me. Once again, 4 turnovers, 1 for 3 from the field. Shake Milton is unplayable at this point. There's just he was the bad mark on the game, just like in game 2. He's unplayable. Don't know if it's his confidence or what, but there is no more playing Shake Milton in my books. Tyrese Maxey has earned it. Give him the minutes. Matisse Thybulle's earned it. George Hill, once again, doing what he had to do. Gave us 5 points in 18 minutes, but 2 for 2 from the field, couple assists. I mean, every guy just contributed. We saw Mike Scott come in. When Mike Scott hits 2 threes in a playoff game, I thought it was damn 2018 for crying out loud. I mean, this is crazy. The Wizards' defense is so atrocious that Mike Scott is in here knocking down a couple threes in a playoff game. And the cleanup crew came in, did their thing, and that was pretty much it. The Washington Wizards have nothing outside of Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal. The Sixers continue to dominate, and you know, it's time to come out, finish the business, complete the sweep, and get out of here on the Washington Wizards. The people that think this Sixers team doesn't have a chance against anyone are absolute imbeciles, man. This Sixers team, with the way they're playing on both sides of the floor, that's the difference from years past. It's not like we go 3 quarters, then we blow it in the fourth and squeak out a win. It's not like, you know, we're too inexperienced where we just don't know what to do. We don't know how to put our stamp on a game. That is the difference. The Sixers can absolutely do that. They've done it now in a couple straight playoff games, and they're just looking solid. I know the Bucks are hot. I know the Nets have 3 superstars, but I'm not guaranteeing anything. But the Sixers surely have a shot against these teams, and we continue to go under the radar. Well, how about now, after a couple blowout wins, maybe they'll start to put some respect on our name? Maybe not. Maybe not, but the 7-game crew gets me every single time, and this is going to be a sweep. I'm changing my prediction from 5 to 4 now. I think we finish it off. Russell Westbrook, we shouldn't even have to play game 4. I mean, they don't even look interested at all. Just end it, man. Sixers should have a good amount of rest going into the second round series. We'll see who we end up playing, but I'm excited, man. We've said it all along. That march to the Eastern Conference Finals is looking pretty, and I'm ready to keep it rocking and rolling. But that's just my thoughts on the game. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section. Get the brooms out, baby. You know what to do, man. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.
Perfect.